So Matriarch Benezia is dead, and we still gotta deal with the Rachni. The Rachni Queen, who's been sending all of her little Rachni buddies to kill us, so I guess you could say she's a killer
Shepard,
queen.
look behind you!
You ruined my joke. I said she's a killer queen.
Oh.
It's a funny joke. Novaria, the planet of cheap jump scares that don't work.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange, flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all.
This is going to be a fun conversation.
That is my favorite line that Rex has in the entire game.
We sing for those.
That's why I bring Rex along on missions. It's not for his help in the like fighty shooty parts.
Because of his
It's for his sarcastic remarks.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. You are not in harmony with those who hoped to control us. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
There are acid tanks rigged up on that thing. Set them off. Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
You're
except sending all those Rachni at us.
You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note.
And this is more kind of like, not foreshadowing, but they're pretty much talking about Reapers right now.
Out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
Are you stupid? Your people didn't fight these bastards, so maybe you don't get it.
You're right,
Are
she
we
dies.
any better if we kill them all?
Do what you want. My people will clean up this mess later, just like we did for the Solarians.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Great. Bugs are writing songs about you. Mark my words, you'll regret this.
Rex usually seems to be the kind of renegade option.
Yeah.
But I think that would be like, if I selected someone else in his place, whoever that would be would also be the renegade.
Mm-hmm.
But since I always usually have Rex in my party, he always seems to be just kind of like the douchebag.
Yeah. But that's why I like Rex so much, is because he is the, the asshole.
Yeah.
I wish we got to see the Rachni Queen tear shit up.
We just got 24 Paragon for that. That is, if you're going for Paragon, I would say do that more than anything. I had to do that. I'm not done yet.
There you go!
Yeah, I figured out how they work, but in the... I accidentally just killed Liara there, so, I mean, oops.
What's our next move, Commander?
Throw you out of the ship.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
I won't be a
Shut
puppet
the
of the
fuck
Asari.
up,
I
seriously.
give the orders around here. Understood?
Forgive me, Commander. I was only
But
trying
again, that was an accident. I accidentally pissed off Liara instead of Ashley.
Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Don't bother.
Aye, aye, sir.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
That is my favorite. I love talking to Kaiden just because you creep up on him. It's hilarious. Hey. But, you know, it's the end of a big mission, so we gotta talk to Liara, Garrus, and Rex.
Uh-huh.
Again, you talk to Liara to romance her.
Here to talk about Benezia's death.
And after we talk to Liara, we're gonna talk to Garrus. And he's finally gonna talk to us about a specific case in CSEC, which is gonna lead into his side mission. And then for the next couple of videos, it's gonna be Rex and Garrus' side missions.
That's a nice change of pace.
Corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
I think you're about 50 years off on that,
Yeah.
Shepard.
I thought that was
I mean, to be fair, this is like 200 years in the future,
After spending
but
time
still.
with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and
See, the thing
heroism.
about, like, your backstories is that you pick it in the very beginning of the game. I don't remember. Like, I don't remember what backstory I picked for Shepard. I don't know what that means. So when they're talking about the Blitz, I'm like, yeah, the Blitz. You know, I did such a good job there.
To know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
obviously.
As if. And there's no thing there to say, like, absolutely
My
not.
mistake, then.
It's
I
either
am not as adept
Ash
at
is special,
understanding human relationships as
it's not serious, or
But what about us,
that's
Shepard?
private. Like,
Is
couldn't
there
the
any
renegade option be,
or-
I hate
Lol.
her, I hate her and her entire face and everything she stands for?
There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
These things never make sense. They just happen, and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
Here's where we really start laying on the charm with
I'm
Liara.
not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
Not interested in anything else you have to say.
Goodbye.
I should go. And like I said, we're going to talk to Garrus, and he's finally going to talk about his side mission, which we'll finally get to next time.
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I don't know what happened to Shepard
Yeah, I was
there.
about to say, his mouth closed before the end of the sentence.
He had a little bit of a stroke there, I think.
Disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and...
See, can you picture one of them chopping someone up? How could you ever be so dumb as to get yourself killed by an L-Corps?
I was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
So does that mean I have 4 of them?
Yes.
What did you do
Wow.
about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatened? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them all.
See, this just doesn't make sense to
The
me.
victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small...
Like, okay, I can believe cloning, that's fine. But you can't clone other, like, oh, I've got 2 hearts, whoops.
Leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages...
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I would love a Mass Effect game where you play as Garrus, like,
No wonder you hated
beforehand.
it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him.
Doctor, I steal organs for a living.
I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.